From the WDXY studios in historic downtown Sumter, At Your Service Home Care presents Medical Forum with moderator Jeff Reed.
Good morning. Welcome to Medical Forum. I'm your host, Jeff Reed. I have a special friend with me today, which I'll announce in just a second. But Dr. Marr is out on assignment, so we'll miss him. Want to thank community broadcasters for giving us Forum 105.9 talk radio here to talk about all medical. And today's going to be a very interesting twist with medical. In the past, we've talked about disease and hospice and dialysis and such. We're going to call it kind of the C word day, because we're going to talk about a lot of things in the community with Central Carolina and caring and community and giving back. And we're going to talk about a profession that I think is very important, that is the unsung heroes of the entire medical community, which is called a CNA. But without further ado, I want to introduce Gwen Harold. Gwen, how are you today?
I'm good, thank you.
All right, well, thank you for coming in on Saturday morning. And, you know, we talked the other day. You sent me, and this is called a tease.
Okay.
This is a tease.
Okay.
You sent me an email that absolutely you were looking for help, but I feel honored to help in what we're going to talk about. Probably in the middle of our second, third segment today. But anyone listening out there that doesn't jump on board and really make this a goal of theirs in the community, I think will missing a piece of great help and joy. And I look forward to it. I look forward to the people that are going to work with you on this, help develop it, help grow this thing to where it could be one of the biggest in the state. So we will not talk about that quite yet. But we mentioned today, and again, want to thank community broadcasters for giving us the forum, and I want to thank our presenting sponsor, At Your Service Home Care, your concierge, your steward, and your guide to all your home care. We'll touch on their business towards the end of the hour, especially when we talk about CNAs. But they're right there, 1250 Wilson Hall Road, 803-607-9677. Go to the web, www.ays/homecare.com. And what's nice about that, Gwen, is that people then that have a question or a comment or a criticism, maybe.
Another C word, a criticism.
Yes, that's another C word. Comment. Yeah, I like that. All right, you're in on the theme.
Okay, I'm in.
Last week, Dr. Chris Marr, CR, from Colonial Family Practice, believe it or not, talked about colonoscopies and colorectal cancer. And we got a few comments, and just, if you missed the show, no, that's another C. Golly. All right, but wanted to bring people up to speed on that, how important it is. Second major killer of cancer. If you're 50 years old, it's a must. Get in. It is prevention is worth a pound of, I forget what Marr said, pound of
cure.
Yeah, cure. There you go.
A C word. Cure.
That's awesome. See, you caught on. I was going to say cure, and I knew you would come up with that. But family history also dictates if we need to do that prior to the age of 50. But real quick, a colonoscopy is what we go in the procedure that we have. It can be done at Colonial. It can do both fine doctors here in Sumter, Dr. Ted Williams and Dr. Cunningham and such. The worst part, Dr. Marr emphasized, was the prep. And procedure only takes like 25, 40 minutes. We've got a rod that goes up through the rectum, and it searches out the entire large intestine, not only going in but also coming back out. And we're trying to remove and identify polyps, and those polyps can turn to cancer. So of all the surgeries that we may have to face in our life, this probably has the most little risk. So our first C is with Chris Marr last week. I want to thank him, as always, for coming in and giving us so much information. And Gwen, colonoscopies. You know, me and you're about the same age, kid. Have you ever done one?
Well, not that I'm 50, but...
No. In 20 years from now.
I started it. Yeah, I did have... I've had a couple, actually, and it's a painless procedure. And nobody dislikes going to the doctor any more than me.
I don't know about that.
Are you close to that?
I am the worst.
But it was,
if you can believe it.
I'm not good, but it was a painless procedure and a relief after you get it done. So
Right.
I would encourage people.
Thanks for that endorsement on that. And again, if you have a history, please see the doctor. And I want to thank Chris for his time last week. And there was obviously a lot more information, and you can go to the www.ays/homecare.com, and we have all the shows on there from the past year that we've been in business. So the next C that we wanted to talk about was with our community, and one of our proud sponsors is Palmetto Health Toomey, and I'm very excited from someone in the medical community to be around the prospects that we hear from Palmetto. I know we're very much in the infantile stages with this. I think it's been a tremendous relief to get the lawsuit behind us. I've had Jeff Fall on the show many times, Kim Price from Home Health Hospice, and wanted to talk about some of the things that they got going on real quick. And with the 5-miler. Now, Gwen, you're a runner. Don't you run a little bit? I know you're at the Y all the time.
I run a little bit. My running has turned to walking.
That's cool. That's cool.
But, yeah, I try to stay active.
They got a big 5-miler coming up, and that's on March 19th. Need to call the foundation if you're interested in that. And remember, this is not just for people that compete, but it is for people that compete. Mm-hmm. But it also, if you want to walk like you talked about, if we want to get our children out there and just put them in a stroller, great event. 774-9014. Give Jeff Fall a call. Get the information. It's tremendous to the community, and people don't even know half of where that money goes. It goes back to nonprofit organizations. So very excited about that. I also wanted to speak on with Toomey and Mr. Beeman, the new CEO. Great article on the item if you caught it. With their Go Noodle program, basically encouraging people going to get out, exercise. I mean, you're a very physically fit. You get out, you volleyball, you run, you do that. And we see so much with the kids nowadays. They just don't do it. And to me, that has been one of the things that I love about Palmetto coming in. They are really about community. So if we want to get behind some of these organizations, I can't think of better time being spent. The Go Noodle program. Check out your item newspaper back, I think, on Tuesday. And it is all about getting kids physically fit, being in school, getting active. And I just can't thank them enough. So a couple great items. That is our community. And as we come up on our first break, I want to thank Gwen. Thank you, Gwen.
Thank you for having me.
And as we come back from break, Gwen has some... Well, number one, we'll get to know Gwen just a little bit. Now, I've known Gwen for about, 20 years or so. Let's find out about Gwen. Let's find out what she's doing. And then let's talk about the care part of what Sumter County is looking at doing. And I'm very excited about it. So we'll be back after this first break with Medical Forum.
Thank you.
Back with the latest in health and medical news on Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care, WDXY 1240 AM and 105.9 FM.
Here's a good policy from Bynum Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. When you buy home and car insurance, you'll receive a multi-policy discount. And when you buy life insurance, you'll get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto Owners will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. This is Sandy Wilson with Bynum Insurance. Call me for all your insurance needs at 803-469-3030.
At Your Service Home Care provides in-home personal care, including light housekeeping, bathing and dressing assistance, medication reminders, meal preparation, companionship, transportation, and assorted other assistance to continue living safely and comfortably at home. At Your Service Home Care works with your local home health, hospice, Alzheimer's and VA programs, and other providers in the Sumter, Clarendon, Lee, and surrounding areas. Locally owned At Your Service Home Care is here to ensure you and your loved one continue to live your life with dignity and respect. At Your Service Home Care, 1250 Wilson Hall Road, Sumter, 803-607-9677. Please call, stop by the office, or visit www.ays-homecare.com and let them know how they may be of service to you and your loved one.
The doctor will see you now.
Are you new to Sumter or been here a while and in need of a new family health care provider? Look no further than the excellent care provided by the physicians and staff at Carolina Family Medicine. Carolina Family Medicine includes Dr. Philip Jansen and Dr. Tracy Ridgel, who both specialize in family medicine. And they're here to take care of you and your family, now accepting new patients. So call them today to schedule your appointment at 774-7425 or find out more at cfmsumter.com.
The doctor will see you now.
This is Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care.
We're back on this Saturday morning. I want to thank Gwen Harrell for coming in here, and she's going to share some very important information with us. Again, if you catch the show and you want to catch it again, we re-air Sunday from 2 to 3 on this fine network, 105.9 Talk Radio. When we left, we were talking about how great the community, how excited everyone is about Palmetto. Got the 5-miler coming in, not the 5K, Gwen. It's a 5-miler.
Oh,
yes, we got some differentiation. But also how the hospital's putting money in, I think $22,000 a year into some of these programs. The Go Noodle one is something that I think is very cool because we're touching the young, getting these kids active, and as we know going forward, it just helps prevent disease, and childhood diabetes is on a rampage, especially here in Sumter.
Yes.
So, Gwen, I've known you for forever, which is 10 years at least. Tell the audience your background, what brought you to Sumter, how long you've been here. Tell them about your past jobs and what you're doing now.
Okay. I ended up in Sumter thanks to Uncle Sam. My daddy retired Air Force, and I finished school at Hillcrest High School. Stayed in the community, went to work with the Sheriff's Office, the Sumter County Sheriff's Office years ago under Sheriff Ibird Parnell. That's how long ago that is. I started when I was 7. But went to work at the Sheriff's Office, done some paralegal work in town, went to work for Wade Culp when he was elected solicitor out of a burden in my heart for some different things, circumstances that had come along in life, and started a victim assistance program, prosecutorial-based victim assistance program. Did that for 11 years and went to work in federal court for a couple of years, came back under Sheriff Tommy Mims and started a victim assistance program, first responder at the Sumter County Sheriff's Office. Did that for another 12 years, retired, stayed in retirement for a number of years except for coaching volleyball. Been coaching volleyball since I retired at Thomas Sumter Academy.
Now, what year did you retire? So how long, what are we talking about?
Probably 7.5 years ago. Yeah.
Has it been that long?
It's been a while since I've retired.
Okay. All right.
Stayed plugged in. You know, my heart's still with victims. Took my passion for helping kids and my love of volleyball. Being an Air Force brat, I went to, I think, 13 schools in 12 years. And so I got plugged into sports all the time and loved volleyball and kind of partnered with Thomas Sumter and
well, you did more than partner now, Final Four this year.
We did good. We did good.
Who's your favorite player on the team?
It would have to be Josie Reed.
Oh, my God, that's the last name of my kid.
Imagine that.
Well, you're her favorite coach. And
don't tell your wife that. Now, that can't be true.
We'll edit all this out.
Well,
I mean, this will get edited out. But, yeah. And my wife coaches all the other sports she does. Mm-hmm. But you're her favorite.
Well, that's sweet. I love the girls. I coach club volleyball, too. And kind of didn't, when I retired, didn't really know what I was going to do. But about a year after I retired, my daughter-in-law and my son were expecting a baby. And when that baby was born, who is Emma. We found out she was diagnosed with Down syndrome. Had no idea. So we entered into a world of being educated on Down syndrome and special needs, and kind of got involved with that community. And I ended up having the pleasure of keeping Emma for the first several years of her life. Her mom and daddy were teaching school, and that just became a passion for me as well. Mm-hmm. So we've gotten involved with that. I've recently gone back to work when Emma went back to school, started school full time. I doing some paralegal work for the Lee Law Firm in town, part time, still coaching volleyball, and very plugged in with the community with Down syndrome and different special needs, which leads us to my next.
Absolutely. Now, the other day, actually, we were playing a little phone tag.
We were.
And we're talking a week ago. Well, we were tied. I mean, we couldn't catch each other, but we ended up, thankfully, doing this. And you said, I want to send you an email. And I think this is something that could really touch a lot of people's hearts. It obviously touches your heart for not only what it stands for, but with the personal situation with Emma as well. And that's the Sumter. We're putting our name on it, but the Joy Prom.
That's right.
And I don't think a lot of people know about this. And I'll be honest, a week ago, I knew nothing. So let's talk about it, and let's get into depth, and then let's speak to what is Joy Prom.
Well, I had not heard of a Joy Prom until my brother, his church in Columbia, in Irmo, Gateway Baptist Church, puts on one every year. So I was familiar with that. It's a actual prom that they put on for special needs students. And that's grown to a large event. And my youngest son, Jacob, now attends that church, and he became involved with it. And Wanda Hunter, who is a good friend of mine, they own the O'Donnell House.
That's right.
Her daughter,
Hunter Builders.
Yeah, Hunter Builders.
Yeah.
And so Wanda has a daughter who I'm very close to that goes to that church as well in Irmo, Sarah Malarick. And so brainstorming, we kind of started talking about we need something like that here in Sumter. And I wonder where we could have that. And Wanda, who's very, very gracious, said we could do it at the O'Donnell House, and I would do that. And so we started kind of brainstorming and talking about doing it.
Well, now, I'm going to back you up.
Okay.
Because doing what? Because I don't want people to miss any point in this.
Okay.
Joy Prom. Now, Joy Ride, Prom. This is Joy Prom.
This is Joy Prom. What does it bring such joy to the kids?
Okay. And what is this? Who is this for? How did this start? What is a Joy Prom?
A Joy Prom is giving special needs students an opportunity to enjoy the prom atmosphere, to enjoy dressing up, dancing, eating. It's just the whole atmosphere of the prom. It is. It's a prom.
We're trying to take in every essence of the word the prom, from dressing up,
dresses,
flowers, dates,
servers, the whole nine, servers,
gotcha.
DJs, the whole 9 yards. Wanting to give them an opportunity to have that experience.
Okay. And where did this start? Who started this? Do we even know where this initially? We don't even know
who started initially. Tim Tebow has actually gotten involved. And a lot of people out there, a lot of the listeners may have seen some video of him dancing with some of the special needs kids and that kind of stuff. Gateway Baptist Church in Irmo has been doing this several years.
Okay.
WIS and some different places have covered that over the years.
She is Gwen Harrell. We're talking about the Sumter Joy Prom, and we're going to continue to talk about that after we come back from this station break. And we'll be right back with Medical Forum.
We'll be back with Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care on Sumter's home for news, talk, and sports. WDXY 1240 AM and 105.9 FM.
The doctor will see you now.
Are you new to Sumter or been here a while and in need of a new family health care provider? Look no further than the excellent care provided by the physicians and staff at Carolina Family Medicine. Carolina Family Medicine includes Dr. Philip Jansen and Dr. Tracy Ridgel, who both specialize in family medicine. And they're here to take care of you and your family, now accepting new patients. So call them today to schedule your appointment at 774-7425 or find out more at cfmsumter.com.
The doctor will see you now.
Here's a good policy from Bynum Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. When you buy home and car insurance, you'll receive a multi-policy discount. And when you buy life insurance, you'll get a special discount on your home and car insurance. Auto owners will save you money on all of the insurance you already have. Now that's good policy. This is Karen Schwartz with Bynum Insurance. Call me for all your insurance needs at 803-469-3030.
I was Daddy's girl. He was my guide, confidant, and friend. We cooked out, fished, and talked about everything. He has trouble remembering those times now. I'm the parent and caretaker to my dad. He does remember losing his dignity each time he needs my help with simple daily care. Calling At Your Service Home Care was the best thing I've ever done for my dad. His personal attendant provides assistance with bathing and dressing, a compassionate presence for his safety, and even travels with our family. Having At Your Service Home Care working with me now gives my dad his dignity, and I can enjoy just being his daughter again. The wonderful people with At Your Service Home Care have the gift of caring for your loved one. If you have become the caretaker to a parent like me, contact At Your Service Home Care, 803-607-9677. Located at 1250 Wilson Hall Road in Sumter, or visit the website www.ays-homecare.com.
This is Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care.
We're back on Medical Forum on this Saturday morning. I want to thank Gwen Harrell for taking her time out on Saturday morning to come in here and talk to us. Number one, be a part of the show at many levels, but also to talk about Joy Prom, which she is very instrumental with the Hunters, Wayne and Wanda Hunter, and another friend of theirs, Sarah. How do you spell Sarah's last name? Or
Sarah Mallory.
Mallory.
Is actually, she was Sarah Hunter. She's now Sarah Mallory.
Oh, I know. Okay.
You know
I didn't
Sarah.
know that. I know Sarah very well. Okay, obviously not that well then. There you go.
You didn't know her new last name.
Exactly.
But it's the same Sarah.
Exactly. And we're talking about an event with Sumter Joy Prom, and this would this be the inaugural?
This would be the first. Yes.
Okay.
The first of many, we hope.
Well, I think this is a no-brainer. I mean, when people are going to put time, effort, dollars into it, I can't think of anything that will touch your heart more than that. And when we left the last break, we were, again, explaining to people, this is a full-fledged prom for special needs people.
It is. We want the entire experience. I've been in contact with several hairdressers who are going to volunteer their time to do hair and makeup. Some people volunteering for the people that can't afford dresses and suits and that type of stuff. First Baptist Church has been so gracious to offer us their facilities earlier in the day, so we'll have that as a staging area where the kids will get dressed.
Right across the street?
Right across the street. Sumter Police Department is going to assist us in getting people to and from the O'Donnell House from First Baptist. I've got somebody volunteering to bring their limousine and take the kids for rides. We're going to have a red carpet entrance. Got lots of young people, including your children, who are going to volunteer to escort people in and out.
They are so excited. They have their prom coming up. If I mean this now, my daughter's she's a sophomore. My son, actually, we got to keep this under our breath. He is asking his date today at school.
Oh, my goodness.
He did.
He did?
Yeah, it was successful.
Okay, good.
But I think he asked her on Wednesday. But anyway, so no disrespect to her at all. They're going to have a great time. If he had to choose one, he'd choose yours.
Well, that's awesome. That's awesome.
So, and I just think that he when told about this, he was so thrilled. He's a senior in high school. Very proud of him. But also, I love the fact that this is something they wanted to dive right into. And I think a lot of people, that's why we're talking about it. nobody knows about. A week ago, I didn't know anything about this.
Yeah, we didn't either. We just
okay.
we just kind of came
All right, well,
up
how
with
did this happen? Did you wake up last week?
Well, we started talking, Wanda and Sarah and I, talking about what a great idea it would be to have in Sumter. And we actually started talking about, well, maybe we could work on it next year. And then we just said, no, let's do it. We've got the venue's the big deal.
Right.
And the Hunters were so gracious to offer the O'Donnell House. And I said, let's just take a step out of faith. And so I've been calling around asking for, people to help us. First Baptist has been gracious to allow us that, to stage it. And everybody we talk to, has volunteered and wants to get on board. So, now we're looking for some financial help because the expenses run up on it. And so we are trying to reach out and do that. And hopefully it will be the kind of thing that people will look forward to.
Okay.
Westside Baptist, where I go to church, partnered with us because we were like, we don't have an account. We don't have anywhere to put the money. People want it to be a nonprofit. We want it to be nonprofit. So this year, Westside Baptist Church has agreed to host it as far as the contributions go, so that there will be tax deductible contributions.
Very good. Well, I think that's big. Okay,
yeah.
So let's talk about this. Prom, in the essence of the word, is. I mentioned my daughter a second ago. As a sophomore, she can be a server, but she can't go to the prom unless asked. What's the age?
We're opening it up, Jeff, to high school kids, which would be 9th grade and up. But we're also going to extend it a little bit. We're working with the school district and also the Special Needs and Disability Board to get some people who didn't have an opportunity to have this experience. And as you know, some of these people are a little more young mentally and they would have a ball at it. So we want to extend it a little bit.
Well, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Yeah. I don't know that there's a rule that if I'm a junior in high school, I could ask my 20-year-old boyfriend to go.
So we're gonna play with it a little bit and extend it a little bit in the age. Because we want everybody to be able to have that experience.
All right, Sumter Joy Prom.
Correct.
You have to be a Sumter County resident.
You do not to contribute. Now, this year, because it's our first year, we are doing it for Sumter County.
Okay. So the children have to be a Sumter County resident.
That's correct.
Okay.
Now, next year, our hope is to open it up to some of the other counties. Once we know what we're doing and see that we can do it, we want to open it up because I don't believe Clarendon, Lee, Kershaw, or Williamsburg County have anything like this. I don't know for sure, but I don't think they do. So we would be willing to let it grow. We hope we can.
Okay, what's the goal? How many kids are we looking at? So then we start looking at finance, we're looking at sponsorship. So let's just say someone was listening out there and said, maybe I own a restaurant or maybe I own a grocery store. What are we talking about? Are we talking about 1,000 kids? Are we talking about 10 kids?
We're talking about, we've set our goal this year to try to reach out to 50 kids.
Okay.
Is our goal this year. Now, if it's a little bit more than that, we're willing to work with that. But with the 50 kids that come, they're going to have someone come with them.
Sure.
And we want to open it up, and maybe even have 2 people. A mama or a daddy, or so we're looking at 1 or 2 people with each of the kids.
So let's just, you mentioned your granddaughter Down syndrome, obviously a mom and dad, a grandmother, a grandfather.
Yeah.
What do we got going here?
We're going to have to look at limiting it, and so we're just going to kind of play with that a little bit the next couple of weeks.
And we're brainstorming here, so we're on the radio. So we'll just brainstorm while we're doing this.
Okay.
Is there a tickets that could go for sale? I mean, could I come if I wanted to? And let's just say that it's my son and his date, and he qualifies Sumter County disability needs, but my wife and I obviously want to go. This the parents who with their children as well. They did. Can they come? Is there a cost to them? Is there a ticket? What are we looking at?
Right now, what we have said is we're going to look at $5 tickets.
Well, it's cheap.
I'm a cheap date, Jeff. We're looking at $5 tickets. But what we would really love to do is to get enough financial contribution so that we didn't have to charge anybody anything.
All right, we're coming up on our third break.
Okay.
We're going to talk about who we have involved and who we're going to get involved and how people can get involved with, we call her here, affectionately, Cheap Date Gwen. All right, we'll be right back.
Back with more on Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care.
Reliable Medical Equipment has been locally owned and operated since 1999 and provides a full range of medical equipment and services. Our accredited facility has a fully certified staff, and we are here to assist you with all your diabetic shoe, custom bracing, and prosthetic needs. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, TRICARE, and most private insurances. We're located at 246 Broad Street. Call 934-9212 or 435-9927 for our Manning location, which is at 37 West Rigby Street. Voted Best Prosthetic and Orthotic Business for 7 years.
The doctor will see you now.
Are you new to Sumter or been here a while and in need of a new family health care provider? Look no further than the excellent care provided by the physicians and staff at Carolina Family Medicine. Carolina Family Medicine includes Dr. Philip Jansen and Dr. Tracy Ridgel, who both specialize in family medicine. And they're here to take care of you and your family, now accepting new patients. So call them today to schedule your appointment at 774-7425 or find out more at cfmsumter.com.
The doctor will see you now.
Here's a good policy from Bynum Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. When your policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and a voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you with all your insurance needs 24/7. Now that's a good policy. This is Ed Bynum with Bynum Insurance. Call me for all your insurance needs at 803-469-3030.
This is Brooke Luce, Admission Instructor with Sumter East Health and Rehabilitation. Our primary location is at 975 Miller Road in Sumter. We offer short-term rehab and long-term care. Our specialty physicians and rehab team will work in partnership with your physician to design a rehab program geared towards your specific needs, including chronic weakness, reducing pain, chronic wounds, stroke rehab, and much more. For more information, please call Brooke Luce at 803-840-7515.
Now back to Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care on WDXY, 1240 AM and 105.9 FM.
Welcome back, Medical Forum. Getting ready to start our fourth of 5 segments. We started today, our theme today has been all kind of things in the community that start with C. And we started with Dr. Marr from last week, talking about colonoscopies at Colonial Family Practice, and then talked about the caring that you get at Palmetto, Timmy, that's second to none, and how much they do for the community, not only with the foundation, which has a great 5-miler coming up on Saturday the 19th, but also their Go Noodle program and other things that they're helping with the community, especially in the school districts, especially getting a hold of the young people, getting them healthy and such. And Gwen Harold's with us today. And Gwen, for the last couple of segments, we've been talking about the Sumter Joy Prom. And in a nutshell, it is a prom for our disability children in the Sumter community. We've got a goal set. We've already set a time. We're dug in, right, Gwen?
We're dug in.
We're dug in.
We're committed. With a C.
April 20. We might need to be committed, and that's with a capital C. How's that?
That's good.
But we're in. And April 29th, this theme's been around, from what our recollection can tell us, about 10 years, certainly up in Lexington, where you got first shown the way, I guess,
right.
through
That's
connections. Right. And great sponsors to date, which is early in this with the O'Donnell House through Wanda and Wayne and their daughter Sarah also helping out. Reliable Medical It's going to help out.
You're in.
We're in. That's done, in. So I encourage many people. Now we're going to have a DJ.
We are Alan Jones.
So we have one.
We've got a DJ.
So you're making headway, girl.
Yeah,
I like this.
We're working.
What kind of for people listening out there? We want this to be a prom. We want this so anyone who's in the flower business, anyone's in the food business, anyone's in the transportation business, anyone's in the makeup, hair business, it's a great cause.
It is a great
just
cause.
Period. Dot. Secondly, I believe this is nonprofit. We talked about with Westside.
We'll be able to give you a tax receipt from Westside Baptist, so it would be a nonprofit charitable donation.
So that's a win.
That's a win.
And big. Tell me about different levels and how we can contact you for more information. But is it something that will take anything? Do we have different levels? Tell us some of the levels of sponsorship someone can bite off on here.
What we are offering is several levels, of platinum, gold, and silver. The platinum level of sponsorship is for $1,000, and then you get all kind of bells and whistles with that, your name mentioned on the banner. Then we have a gold sponsorship that's from $500 to $1,000, that you get bells and whistles with that as well. And then a silver sponsorship, $250 to $500, which still gets your name on the banner and on the screen and announced several times. But we would take, I've had people, hand me $15 and
right.
Greatly appreciated. Because we're at the point now that we need any and all of what we can get. So you can contact us. We've set up an email account because we are so advanced technology. We're just there.
So you use the web and everything?
We use the web and everything.
Wow.
We are awesome.
Wait till you get those cell phones. This thing's going to be great.
Yeah, Sarah's our techno person.
I got you.
So we've set up a email address, sumterjoyprom@gmail.com. And then we have a phone number, 803-728-5386. And, I would be glad to share my cell phone number with the listeners because I know I've got that with me all the time. My husband can vouch for that. 803-972-4288. So with any questions or ideas or like you mentioned, any vendors that say, hey, we want to donate some chicken wings, we want to donate some food, I'll do the corsages. I've got some old prom dresses that my girls had. We will come and get anything. We are, we want to partner with people and make this a true community event.
I think this is wonderful. One thing I do want to clarify, the word disabilities stretches into so many different avenues. Can you sum up for the audience what that entails? Is there any disability that I don't want to say doesn't qualify? I don't know how to. Is autism?
Yes, and those are
MS,
autism, MS, cerebral palsy, Down syndrome. But what we're opening it up for is any teenager, high school kid, who would have a better experience with this type of setting than, or doesn't have the opportunity to attend their high school prom. Okay. We want to give every teenager the opportunity to experience the magic of going to their prom. And we're going to, they're going to be pampered and it's going to be their night to shine.
Awesome. And again, SumterJoyProm@gmail.com. Can reach Gwen, 803-728-5386 from a business phone standpoint. Cell phone again?
803-972-4288.
Awesome. Everyone get out and support. I think this is going to be wonderful. And any inaugural year, especially when you look up in 10 years from now, you can say you were at the first one and you helped build it. There is absolutely no doubt in my mind. We're talking about 50 people in the Sumter community. I could see this turning into hundreds and 200s,
so.
and why not? And there's so many kids that you're going to be touching. I know from the medical community, from your background, and I don't think that people understand how many people this community supports, and they need help. They need support. And one smile from these kids will last you a year.
Oh, absolutely.
Will last you a year. And if it even more so, it'll last them a lifetime. So I'm excited. Thank you for sending that to me. I'm honored that you did. I'm here to help. I call out anyone who's a friend of mine or anyone that I've ever supported in anything. I would like to see them get up and support. Like you said, it doesn't have to be. We're not looking for everyone to be $1,000 sponsor. Life is tough. Economy is tough. But every dollar counts, and even more so, your strength. If your strength is I'm a florist, or your strength is that you have a limousine company, or your strength is you have a grocery store, you have what? Help. And we know a lot of people out there that have restaurants and such that could donate food that would be fantastic. And on the other flip side, time. So you high school kids who are fortunate to enjoy your own prom and be out there, this is an additional time where just donate time. And
That's
we
right.
certainly can put you to use.
I've hit up all my volleyball players and Sunday school students, and, we want to make it a fun event for everybody.
Wonderful. Gwen, thank you. And when we come back, we're going to finish the show off with Central Carolina Technical College. I'm going to give a little bit of my week. Last week, I was asked and very fortunate to go teach a class to a group of, we talked about unsung heroes in the medical community. And if you know somebody in charge of this, Gwen, so this might hit home as well with you. So this will be a great day. We'll finish up on a great note, and we'll talk about Central Carolina when we get back.
Back with the latest in health and medical news on Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care, WDXY 1240 AM and 105.9 FM.
This is Brooke Luce, admission instructor with Sumter East Health and Rehabilitation. Our primary location is at 975 Miller Road in Sumter. We offer short-term rehab and long-term care. Our specialty physicians and rehab team will work in partnership with your physician to design a rehab program geared towards your specific needs, including chronic weakness, reducing pain, chronic wounds, stroke rehab, and much more. For more information, please call Brooke Luce at 803-840-7515.
Reliable medical equipment has been locally owned and operated since 1999 and provides a full range of medical equipment and services. Our accredited facility has a fully certified staff, and we are here to assist you with all your diabetic shoe, custom bracing, and prosthetic needs. We accept Medicare, Medicaid, TRICARE, and most private insurances. We're located at 246 Broad Street. Call 934-9212 or 435-9927 for our Manning location, which is at 37 West Rigby Street. Voted Best Prosthetic and Orthotic Business for 7 years.
The doctor will see you now.
Are you new to Sumter or been here a while and in need of a new family health care provider? Look no further than the excellent care provided by the physicians and staff at Carolina Family Medicine. Carolina Family Medicine includes Dr. Philip Jansen and Dr. Tracy Ridgel, who both specialize in family medicine. And they're here to take care of you and your family, now accepting new patients. So call them today to schedule your appointment at 774-7425 or find out more at cfmsumter.com.
The doctor will see you now.
Here's a good policy from Bynum Insurance and Auto Owners Insurance. When your insurance policy comes from us, it comes with something extra, a real person. Don't buy from an insurance company with an 800 number and voicemail menu. Auto Owners Insurance operates exclusively through local independent agencies here to help you with all of your insurance needs 24/7. Now that's good policy. This is Bubba Johnston with Bynum Insurance. Call me for all your insurance needs at 803-469-3030.
This is Medical Forum, presented by At Your Service Home Care.
Oh, and we are back, Medical Forum. I want to thank Community Broadcasting for giving us the forum to talk about all the medical issues. I want to thank Gwen Harold for coming in and really informing us about what we think is going to be a staple in the community, and that's the Sumter Joy Prom. Our disabled folks that we care so dearly for, getting out and having them experience a prom, something that I don't think it's ever. I know it hasn't been done here. I don't think it's being done in a lot of places. I think it's something that we all want to get behind in the community. Wanted to share in this last segment. Had the honor of going to Central Carolina last week. tremendous technical college. Any high school kids listening out there who, I don't know what I want to do, do I need to go to college? Central Carolina has a bevy of opportunities out there, and if you don't at least stop by and get informed, you're missing it. And one of the programs that I was fortunate enough to go in and teach a course on, talking about prosthetics, orthotics, and such, was with what I consider in the medical community probably the strongest individuals that are boots on the ground when we talk about the military and such, and those are certified nursing assistants. And Jacob Harold, I think you know him.
I do.
He is in charge of a boost program that is over there, and I think it's been going on for about a year. And the boost program offers certifications as a nursing assistant, phlebotomy, cardiac care technician. You earn certificates in 2 semesters. You get great hands-on training. Caroline Faber, an RN over there, does a tremendous job with the CNA program. And I don't know that people know about this, but a certified nursing, and I do want to talk about that in the last segment, these people are the people that come in, whether you're at a nursing home or you want to stay at home, and you're the daughter, the caretaker for your father, your mother, your uncle, what have you, and they allow you to go to work, and they allow you to go out to dinner, and they give you that respite care to allow you to enjoy your life while not doing it 24/7, taking care of the individuals that you have. And some of their jobs that they learn in a year to do this. And in South Carolina, an average salary, Gwen, is between $18,000 and $25,000. So you immediately, I can tell you this, if you're looking for a rewarding job and you're looking for job security, honestly, I cannot think of a position that will give you both that I can tell you out of the chute. You graduate, you're working. If you want to work, and you can work as many hours as you want. I know girls that have come out and they work 60, 70 hours for 2-3 different places. They might work at a nursing home. They may work it at your service home care. The certification teaches you how to feed and bathe patients, how to take patients' vital signs, serve meals, make beds, keep the room clean, set up medical equipment, assist with some medical procedures, answer calls, take the patient to doctor's appointment. There's just so much need out there. And as our baby boomers continue to get up there in age and the cost of nursing homes rise and rise and rise, people are, they're staying at home because they want to. I don't know of anyone who says, my goodness, I want to go to a nursing home. I don't know of a caregiver or a daughter or a spouse who says, boy, I can't wait to ship them off to a nursing home. What you'll learn is that, A, you don't always qualify, and B, it's not free. And Medicare and Affordable Care Act and all the other TRICARE, Blue Cross, tremendous in a lot of aspects, from doctor's appointments to pharmaceutical to medical equipment to surgeries to hospital stay. They forgot this one. They don't pay a dime. And I don't think people realize that. So when we're looking at care, the CNAs that come in and they become part of your family. And if you're out there and you're saying, I want to have a position of respect, I want immediate job application, I don't have a ton of money to get my education, you can get there for less than $2,000 at Central Carolina. They will train you. They will help you get jobs. Very, very, very impressed by the entire operation. And when you talk about a CNA, the emotional support, the reporting they do, the administration treatments that they do, that you get taught so many things. And I know it's been rewarding for Jacob over there.
He has enjoyed working with the people and working in placing them in jobs, and it's opened his eyes.
Well, and Jacob, you can reach him over at Central Carolina Technical College. It's a health science center right there on Main Street. Beautiful building, by the way. 803-778-6000. 7898. And again, we're talking about a CNA program, 24-hour semesters. You learn all the things that allow you to take care, feel very comfortable around our aging population. The reward for doing it is not only a financial aspect, but it's very rewarding to know that you're helping and making a difference. So CNA classes and training requirements, and go back and forth, but pretty much if we have a high school degree or even a GED, we can get in there and do it. And they'll train you on what you need to know. So I wanted to finish up with that. Today I think it's been a wonderful show. We talked about our show from start to finish, kind of leading off with C's. And we started with our good friend Chris Mark, Colonial. I want to thank him. Again, colonoscopies. If you're 50, if you've got any kind of problems with that, fairly simple procedure. We talked about it last week. Get in, see your doctor. Colonial does fantastic with it. Sumter, the specialists here are fantastic as well. Something that needs to happen. Talked about with Palmetto, Toomey with that 5-miler coming up. It's a great event to get into, number one. 2, it raises a lot of money, and that money gets put right back into the community. And we talked about with the CEO coming in, Mr. Beeman, with Palmetto and letting the community know how much Palmetto is going to get behind the community. So it's very exciting, especially with what they're doing with the schools. And in this last minute, we will turn it right back to what our main topic was, which was the Joy Prom. And Gwen, again, contact number, email, and the date.
We're going to have the prom on Friday night, April the 29th. You can contact us at an email address, sumterjoyprom@gmail.com. You can reach us at either 803-728-5386 or 803-972-4288.
Can't thank you enough. Have a great weekend.
Thank you for your help, too,
And Jeff. You got it. And we'll see you next week on Medical Forum. All right. Bye-bye.